It's the Daily Dog.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today for a very fun and important episode. It is the 2-year anniversary of when we first started doing these reaction videos. It was January 26th of 2021 when I did my first real music reaction video. And to mark the tape this year, what I decided to do was go back to that original episode and react to it. I actually have not watched it in probably a year and a half. So it's going to be in a different location, filmed with different equipment. I have no idea how long my beard was, and I don't even remember what I said. So just as a throwback here, just so that we understand, I started the vlog in, it was either August or September of 2020, and it was during lockdown, and I am a college professor, right? And and I teach musicians. Specifically, I was teaching at Westminster Choir College, and with the pandemic going on, Westminster is going through its own generational change as well. And at that point, they were like, we don't need you anymore. And I was laid off. So I was sitting there going, I don't know what to do with my career at this point. I'm a teacher, but no universities were hiring during the pandemic. And so as I was struggling with what to do with the next step in my life, I started the vlog because I needed something to do that was positive with my day. And so I started doing this vlog. And by the time we got to this point in January, 4 or 5 months later, I was up to my 44th episode, and it was my brother, DJ Dan, my little brother Dan, that had said to me, I'm watching these other reaction channels, and you're pretty good at talking about music. Why don't you do a reaction style video? And my first thought was that I didn't give much stock in regular reaction videos. But he said, but you're trained and can add to what we know about these songs. And so I gave it a shot, and this was the first one out of the box. And we picked Iron Maiden, and we picked Fear of the Dark. And at that time, I think I had less than 200 subscribers, y'all. And somehow the Iron Maiden fans found me in relative obscurity, and they said, we're going to give this guy a shot. And they were on board, thankfully. And I've reacted to more Iron Maiden now than any other band on the channel, and it was Iron Maiden that started us out. So I'm going to enjoy this. It's going to be fun. First, though, I want to pause for a little celebratory cocktail. I have pulled one of my favorite whiskeys. This is Redbreast, the single pot still whiskey from Ireland, and I like it just over a single ice cube. So I'm just going to pour a little bit more there. I'm going to put that down there. This is a lovely whiskey, one of Megan and my favorites. Cheers, friends. Okay, so let's get to it. This is my reaction. I've never done this before. I've never reacted to one of my reactions before. So, first time thing. And this was filmed and put out 2 years ago today. So let's take a look at my reaction from 2 years ago to Fear of the Dark by Iron Maiden. Off we go.
It's the Daily
There's my intro.
Dog.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with us. This is a special edition. This is the first time that I will ever be doing a true reaction video. So I was talking with my brother a few days ago, and he said, "Why don't you do reaction videos?" And I said, "Well, I kind of have, but they're more like analysis videos." I've talked That's true. That's true. My I'm going to own stop. work, and I'll stop a little this along the way as I go. That's true. I had done some music-related episodes before this. You'll notice it was episode 44. I had featured some of my own tunes, and I had also done an episode on Steven Wilson's The Raven That Refused to Sing. I believe that was episode 21. And that really wasn't a reaction because I knew that one and I gave a little bit of analysis to that one. But yeah, this is the first one. I'm going to keep on going. I've even talked some about Stephen Wilson's the Raven That Refused to Sing. It's a wonderful song. And he said, you should do a reaction video. And, I've been looking at reaction videos more and more, and I've been trying to figure out why they're so appealing. And I think it's because, to coin an overused phrase, we only have one chance to make a first impression. But in this sense, we only have one shot at truly experiencing something for the first time. It's true. I'm in my mid-40s, and it's been so interesting to watch young people go back and watch Back to the Future for the very first time, and to remember what it felt like to see that for the first time. I've watched Back to the Future dozens of times over the years. For sure. But you'll never get to react to it in the moment, except for that very first time. So I really think reaction videos can be helpful and help us see things anew through the eyes of another person. This was filmed just on my iPhone. I told my brother to send me I didn't know about not having a backlight. That right, looks like I have a halo. One, I will have never heard. And two, that he thinks would be interesting for me to respond to. And so he took a few days, and he sent me this. He sent me Iron Maiden, Fear of the Dark. Fear of the Dark. So, I have heard. I'm not even using Maiden, a microphone, an external microphone here. Actively listen to any of their music, or at least I don't remember listening to any of their music. I did look them up, so it is the same curtain about them. Though. They are from the UK. That's the same curtain. They are a metal band and have been around for quite a long time. This song came out in 1992. I think I was a sophomore in high school. Mm-hmm. And I can guarantee you I was not listening to Iron Maiden in high school. And now I've got one of their records right back here. We're going to give it a shot. This is going to be a true reaction. I've never heard this before. I'll try not to talk too much over it, but I will let you know what I think. So we're going to dial this up and see what happens. Get to it, Doug. I have picked a live recording of this because I think that with metal bands, with progressive metal bands, this is music that they're creating that's not designed for being enjoyed in the recording studio. This is music that's designed for massive amounts of people. I still believe this. Experience and just kind of had this shared experience with each other. So I want to see them in their element. Because I'm also interested to see what they sound like live. So editing Doug puts the video up too early. Iron Maiden, Fear of the Dark. Fear of the Dark. Let's see what happens. Click it. There you go. That is a lot of people. A sing-along. The audience obviously knows this song. It's pretty easy to pick up. You can guess it. Yeah. It's a good sing-along. They're like the Pied Pipers. The drummer's eighth notes aren't quite consistent. I was noticing that. I was gonna count. Nico's normally like a rock back there, but he was a little inconsistent in that verse. I think over the months I've done a few different reactions to footage from this DVD from this concert. It's an older band.
tempo change. D minor.
They're not even in E minor, y'all.
Minor 1, flat 6, flat 7, 1.
But the progression is one that they use a lot.
That guy stole my pants. Wow, it's a high A.
Oh, I was on the pants from the very beginning. That's funny. I've gotten more comfortable after doing hundreds of these, right? But in the end, it's still just me.
Front man. Not playing, he's just doing some singing.
Yeah.
Another tempo change.
Forgot.
Okay. So they're going back and forth between different tempos.
It's weird, my instincts, because I started to sing along with that exactly in the same
It's a
spot.
simple progression, but a powerful one.
I'll be darned.
Natural minor, Aeolian mode. Okay, another tempo change. I like how he conducts them.
I've come to really admire this band. The work ethic over decades.
Guitar solo. It's funny. I'm only hearing that guitar in my right ear. The lead guitar.
Those are my old Bose headphones. I loved. Still have them.
Another key change, up a step. And now this guitar is only in my left ear. That's interesting. Dueling lead guitars.
I don't know if I've come across a band that has 3 lead
Okay, back
guitarists in it.
It's interesting.
Out of all
They
the bands
changed
that I've
keys
looked
for a
at.
guitar solo that was only like 16 bars long. They went back to where they came from. They're afraid of the dark, it sounds like.
Little outro section here. Because fear, the word fear comes on a downbeat instead of an offbeat now.
To that faster tempo. It feels like it almost reminds me of the metric modulation. It's like you're getting faster and slower by about a factor of a third. Barefoot drums.
Yeah, Nico's drumming without shoes. Glad I figured out to put the light over there and not behind me.
You can sing it. If you're gonna headbang, it's a safer tempo to headbang at. It's a nice ending. Nice slowdown. And an outro, just like the intro. This is a great thing about bands
I'm walking a dark road.
that do this.
I am a man who walks alone.
It involves the audience in their pieces like that with those sing-alongs.
Pretty
Oh, cool.
successful first episode, actually.
Wow.
I'd watch
would,
that.
Would I go and pay money to be in the audience and experience that? Likely not. I was very impressed
Be
with
into it now.
His singing ability, his tone. He was sharp a couple times, especially on his high notes. But I'll give it to him. He was going for it, and like I said, I think he stole my pants. Although I think that particular pair of pants would only fit on one of my legs.
That's true.
Fear of the Dark.
Bruce looks
live
like a smaller
Iron
dude than me.
Maiden in Argentina.
And the lighting is so
Thanks,
awful.
Dan, my little brother, for sending that to me. I had never heard that before. It is interesting. Simple tune. Really, the most interesting thing to me about that performance was the way that they played with the tempos. The harmonies were non-existent. He sang just solo. Nobody else was singing backing vocals.
Oh, okay.
The chord progressions were relatively simple.
For sure.
Minor 1, flat 6, flat 7, 1. It's the same basic progression as All Along the Watchtower and lots of other songs that are in minor keys. I'd like to go and take a look at the lyrics to see what are in the lyrics besides just the main phrase that the Fear of the
Major
Dark
change.
phrase. But
I
I'll
do
hand it
that
to him.
naturally
It was
now for
definitely
everything.
Something that even on the first listen, I could participate
Mm-hmm.
in and make music and appreciate it along with them. So that was fun. All right. If you would like to see me react to something, let me know in the comments.
Here's where it starts.
And we'll see if I've seen it before or heard it before. And I'll be happy to give you my thoughts.
And the comments
thanks for
went
joining us today, and we will
off the
see you
charts.
next time on The Daily Doug.
The Daily Doug. There you go, y'all. And yeah, and that's how it started. And at the end there, I gave out a general call for recommendations. And for the first several months that we did this, the programming on the channel was solely based off of the people that gave me time by watching and said, I want you to do this one. I want you to, all right, I'll pick that one and do that one. Pick that one and do that one. My brother continues to be a driving force as well. I'm the person in the family that can teach it. And as an academic about it, my brother's the real connoisseur. He's the guy that you want DJing your wedding because he's got all the tunes for sure. These anniversaries are great because we get to go back and kind of see where we were along the way and compare. Last year, on our 1-year anniversary, remember? Oh gosh, what's the full name of that? Something about furry animals arguing with a Pict. The Pink Floyd song off of Umaguma. That one was really a fun one and a pretty humorous one. Last year on this day, and so for the second anniversary, I thought let's go back to the beginning and see what I did. I am pretty pleased that I didn't say anything that was way off the beaten path, but there's a continuum from there to here. We were in a different place at that point. We've been in our current location since July of that year of 21, and I have the big thing that was hanging on the wall is we have 3 of them. And they were hanging on the walls in that room, and those are from my grandparents. I have those in a different room now because now we've got all of our vinyl that's behind us, and I've got my diploma up there, a couple of records, and we continue on, friends. So I want to raise a glass to all of you. Thank you for watching our videos, and for those of you that have become members of our community. We really appreciate your time and your willingness to participate and join in with other folks that just really love music and love experiencing it with other people. And we've got a great community, and I just couldn't be more thrilled than I am to be continuing to make these videos for all of you and continuing on my journey and discovering a lot of this music that I had not heard previously. So thanks, my friends. Cheers. One of my favorites. And you know, I look forward to next year when we gather again for the 3rd anniversary. I'm not sure what I'll do then, but I'll come up with something I think that's interesting, and I hope that you found today interesting as well, to go back and look at sort of our beginnings here on the Daily Doug. I will say this: if you are interested in going back and wondering what all we have looked at in each of our videos, in the description you will see a link to a Google Doc, and that's our list of all of our reactions. So if you want to go in there and search and see what I've done, you can go right in there and take a look. And I think we've covered a lot. I know we've covered a lot, but there's a lot still to get to. So thanks to all of you, and we'll keep on coming up and doing these. You know, we're going to keep on doing it, and I really am appreciative of all your support and participation. So thanks, everybody. We will see you next time on another edition of the Daily Doug.